From the Litchfield Hills to Long Island Sound. You are watching Live with Lumi and Michelle. And now your host, MicheleMarieDalene.
Hi guys, as you can see we have a new background right now, and it's kind of confusing. I got both sets of chat on the screen for YouTube and Twitch, so let me just turn one of them off so you can see the background here. Where is it? Here it is. Chat, no phone. Just turn off the Twitch stream, chat, or YouTube, it doesn't matter. Twitch. Come on. That's better. Alright, now it's not quite as crazy. Or we can leave the other one on and leave this one on. Well, it's fine too, but it's kind of big. It's kind of big. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if we can shrink this guy down here. Ew. Let's like ultra slim fast. Let's take off the weight. Ew. Ew. Okay, now slide this down. That's better. And let's just do the same thing real fast with the Twitch one too. This isn't too bad as it is. But seems like alright, wait a minute. I'm confused. What do you mean confused? Alright, that's the Twitch chat. Yeah. Okay, and that's the Restream YouTube chat. Okay. It's better than nothing, I guess. Well, right now we're mainly streaming on YouTube, so we are streaming on Twitch too, but we'll just leave it on YouTube chat for now. So we have changed the background. So you probably noticed it here. I'll just turn this up and see it. It's a bedroom in a condominium complex in Colorado called Silvermoon. Yes, this is a bedroom. Yes, that's a fireplace on my left side. So yeah, if you like the idea of on my that's with my left. When you look at me on my left, I can see a fireplace. Now that's the fireplace, and then there's a double door to the porch or patio in the back. That's what that is. I figured something different. I was gonna use the other setup, but you know how it is. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way I expect it to work out. So there we go. Something new for you. It's nice, Michelle. Thanks. And I also, it seems like the lighting seems to kind of work well with this camera, so it doesn't look like it's out of place. And that's what the whole reason. I wouldn't mind having a home like this. It's not a bad home. I like the colors. The color schema is nice. The lights, the floor. Only thing is, why does the floor look dirty? You noticed that too, huh? Yeah, I just noticed that the floor seems like it's dirty. I mean, it's not just the I don't know. It's just kind of neat though. But it's right, exactly. That's something I tried to find is the perfect lighting for the room, so that it looks less like a chroma key background and more of like an integrated. Like if this was actually my bedroom, I wish my bedroom looked like this. Not so much sure about the dark walls. or the king size bed. But the fireplace, however, would be kind of nice. I wouldn't mind having a fireplace. But the reality is carpet in front of a fireplace. Somehow, I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe if that was tile, looks like it could be tile. But even then, the tile looks dirty. Like someone's gonna clean the tile. Wow. Anyway, never mind the little ins and outs of the room. It certainly is different. We're in a hotel. Oh no, it's actually a condominium complex. It's one of the master bedrooms in the condominium complex. How you doing? By the way, that's actually a real wood fireplace. That's not a gas fireplace. In case you wanted to know that. It's just that this picture doesn't have the fireplace fired up, but I guess you can see why. If you did, it would be more appropriate for. It would kind of ruin the illusion because the fire would be static. It wouldn't be moving. So, how background conveys a different feeling makes me realize how a downer the old background was. Yeah, the old background was a downer because the artists could have easily had the windows be see-through. And it could have made it so that you could see the lighting. And just something that the game World of Warcraft has limitations of is that the designers were recycling the same. That's not the only background I can use. I got, of course, the Silvermoon room I was building in my World of Warcraft. In my other thing in Steam. Remember my little palace there I was building? Yeah, well, we got that too. Now that I've managed to make a hip roof for it, I can actually work on it some more. How you doing, Gothic Drinks? It was like the inside of a bottle at I Dream of Genie. A prison. Yeah, a lot of people said that about the actual Silvermoon rooms. They did say that it seemed like they were pretty, but they were kind of limiting. It is a real house. It's a real condominium. Michelle ripped off a picture from a sales brochure. Works for me. Yeah, so absolutely. It's a real house. That's a master bedroom with a fireplace in it, by the way. The King Suite from the Silvermoon condominium complex. So anyway, I also wanted to let people know that I did reduce the price of the things in the store. In case you did not know, the store prices have been reduced. New objects have been added to the store as well. So you have new objects in the store to buy. All right. New coffee mugs, new coffee cups. Ooh la la la. Let's go take a look at that stuff right now, shouldn't we? Just show you updates. You'll see a few things were removed because I decided they didn't fit into what I was trying to achieve. So let me go to my store page here. Scene 2. I need to work on getting rid of some of these extra scenes in here. I got too much crap in my scene two. Scene two is very much like it's scene. Okay, so here we go. So what we have here is you're kind of familiar with these three things. I got a mouse pad, two travel mugs, and a black Silvermoon City radio mug. Okay? I reduced the prices to sell better. And that's the reason I took the hoodie out. Because the hoodie, actually, he's still there. I think that's the Gillian sweatshirt. I think that's the hoodie. I think that's what you ever calls the hoodie. That's still there. Okay, so we have new items. Just ordered a shirt. Thank you very much, Tiger Kitty. Much appreciated. So, if you would like to have a Silvermoon coffee mug, they're right here. Right now, they're cheaper than the standard big mug over here, the original. I renamed it. So I brought the price of the original mug down to $13.95 to try to get more people to buy the mugs. And the travel mugs, for those of you who like to drink your hot coffee or tea when you're traveling, you have both the traditional Snow Queen radio chat one and you have the Silvermoon radio one. And I'm going to be adding some Silvermoon t-shirts and hoodies. Again, the same deal, the black ones. And I might add like some custom, I say custom, I'll probably have to draw them myself. Pictures of a Cinderai sitting in front of a turntable, wearing a pair of headphones, spinning records. Something simple, kind of, line art, something like that would be kind of cute. I might try to draw that. Yeah, well, that's good. I'm looking forward to seeing more people try out the stuff. They are good quality. And Bubba loves his coffee mug. In case you didn't know that, Bubba Warbucks has a coffee mug. He said that the mugs were really nice. He liked the mugs. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I gotta update some of the stuff anyway. As far as pillows, pillowcases, pillow shams, everything else, I gotta figure out what next to add. What about a bath mat? A bath mat. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that. A Snow Queen bath mat. Here's the problem. The original artwork that I did for the Silvermoon, not for Silvermoon, for the Snow Queen artwork, I lost the file. Now, they still have it up there, but I can't easily download it. So, I don't know how I'm supposed to get it back. I want to get it back, and I want to edit it. Yeah, well, thank you. So what I'm gonna have to do is I might have to come up with a whole new. I know it's in Black Chancery, so what I'll do is I will take the same artwork originally that Gracie did, and then redo where it says "I Snow My Business" and the logo of where to find the webpage and things like that. I think some are just troublemakers. Well, there's lots of them and lots of everywhere in the world out there. There's just lots of them everywhere. So, the question is now, since I don't have a flatbed scanner, I can't draw and then scan the image into the computer. So I might have to use something like Open Office to draw the or the GIMP or go back in the High Sierra and go under the yeah, I can go back and then just draw again a picture of a blood elf in front of a turntable, with a microphone and, a little music notes playing in the background. The simple line art. I Snow My Business logo. I know. Originally, that's a long story to that. Originally, that was a typo. I really thought it was such a cute typo. I just you know what? It's perfect. I Snow My Business instead of I Know My Business. I don't know what a thanks scan is. I don't know what a thanks scan is. I've certainly taken a lot of snapshots of my camera on my phone. But I can see if I can try to download the original image, but it only lets me scale it up like twice. So it's like, might be time to update it anyway. Why not? Might as well add the Twitch logo, your Twitch information, the YouTube information, your your email information. I don't know. It's just not here. Oh, by the way, the panel is open. I am sorry I didn't mention that. Okay, let me put that up here right now. Copy. Oh, man. Okay. And I'll copy that again. I copy. And then we'll just go ahead and make it a pinned message. So you can see the image. And I'm placing it right now. Good morning. How you doing?
Morning, Michelle.
I'm
sorry. I was trying to get a look at these squirrels out here. They're huge.
Oh. Some squirrels have been eating good this year, huh?
Well, yeah, I put some cupcakes out there that kind of went stale, and I'm like, I don't know if they'll take them. They took them. They're coming back. I wish I would have put them all out there.
What are you trying to do? Make them into type 2 diabetics?
Yeah. Michelle, when I first started feeding the wildlife back there, I had deer coming up to my porch. I was like, oh, I better stop doing it for a little while because they were coming right up to my door.
Yeah. Well, you wait till the bears come knocking on your door going, hey, I want a steak.
Yeah, well, if I see a bear in my neighborhood, I live in inside the city limits of the township area, just off, into the back of it. So
Yeah.
So far I haven't seen any bears, but I have seen turkeys, I've seen deer, lots of squirrels, rabbits, stray cats.
Of course, stray cats and dogs, right?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen this one. I wish if I would have had the money, man, I would have. He was just all bitten up with fleas. Poor little thing.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for when I see animals like that.
Yeah. So did you at least treat the pet with some flea powder or flea dip or something? Do you think he would appreciate that, or do you think he would have been?
If I had an extra one of those flea things that you put on the back of their neck, I would have did it because he was a very friendly cat. I wouldn't be surprised if, he's not alive anymore because he was so bitten up. I'm sure he was very anemic. But because I didn't have the money to take him in, and I had animals, I didn't know what to do. And I was just hoping that maybe, somebody else, that it was their cat, and they would take the
You'd be surprised how many
responsibility to
people
take
take
care of
in stray cats, but they don't know if they're stray. But I'm sure he's pretty obviously a stray.
Yeah, he was very friendly. I felt so bad for him, but I went to feed him, and when I went back outside, he was gone. So I figured at least I could do is get him some food, but he was gone by the time I went out there.
Yeah. Yeah, so you saw the prices in the store. You see that I brought the prices down a bit to something a little more close to normal.
Oh, I didn't even look. What are the T-shirts going for?
I have to go back and look at the screen here. Hold on a minute. I'll tell you exactly what they're going for. They are. There's two of them. The T-shirt is $16, and the sweatshirt is $30.
I'm sorry if you guys heard that. I hope the music didn't come across. I'm sorry.
So the T-shirt's $16 and the sweatshirt's $30.
That's not too bad. I think. Oh, so you just did a sweatshirt. You didn't do the hoodie?
Yeah.
What did I pay for the hoodie? The hoodie wasn't that much more than $30, if I remember. It was like maybe $35.
It was like a $50 piece.
Oh, was it? I paid that much for it? I don't remember. I mean, it's worth it. I mean, sometimes when you get like T-shirts and sweatshirts and you wash them, and then like the screen print, the picture on it will peel. This didn't. I've washed it several times. I haven't put it through the dryer, but I've washed it several times. It still looks as good as the day I got it. It's comfortable. It's stitched together very well.
Well, that's always a good sign.
It's well worth it.
Yeah, and then I want to create a custom piece of artwork that looks like something from Kerbot, which you can see a blood elf sitting in front of a turntable with a microphone and a stand. I think something simple, fun, little logo.
Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute though, Michelle. You're doing a blood elf, but aren't you the Snow Queen? Is it the same thing? I guess I'm a little confused. Like, are you?
I play a frost mage in World of Warcraft, so basically, I'm gonna start creating it another way. I'm a frost mage, so.
Okay, so you're gonna go more with like a frost mage image.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Or in this case, more like a picture of a person sitting in front of a simple illustration of a person sitting in front of a turntable and a microphone, like a DJ for the Silvermoon radio.
I think those are great ideas. I didn't know you did a comic. I'm very interested to see that.
I haven't drawn in a couple of years, but I probably could still do it. I just have to kind of refresh myself how to do it.
Are you good at drawing?
Well, obviously, I'm okay. I'm not stellar, but I.
Right, you're not a master. Yeah, I'm too. Yeah, I can draw a little bit too.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see like the story and everything you put behind it. I think it's really neat that you did.
My biggest problem is that every single one of my story, on top of my artwork, my writings are all interconnected. They're just all interconnected. Every single one of them. Hell, some of these stories are all connected all the way back to the first stories I actually started writing when I was in first grade. It just seemed to be that they're all interconnected and there's chronology to them. Some ideas kind of got lost over the years, but some kind of grew and evolved into what we have today. I had a very interesting dream this morning. Imagine, if you will, you're an adult for this and not a kid, okay? And all of a sudden you fall into this, I don't know which one to call it, but anyway, strange universe called Pretend Land. Okay, now what's Pretend Land like? Well, originally it was based on a game. A kid's game like Candyland, except it's not all candy. Alright, it's Pretend Land. And somehow I ended up releasing these little magical spirits, these Pretend Land guardians, if you will. And all of a sudden, me and a whole bunch of my friends are thrown into a whole new environment. And like the one guardian says, You can be anything you want. Anything in your life that you ever wanted to be, you can be here in Pretend Land. I went, really? Is that why I'm dressed up like a blood elf? And they said, yeah. Except I'm not exactly, don't look like a mage. I don't look like a priest. I don't look like a warrior. I look more like a combination all above. And the little spirit said, well, that's because you play all four in World of Warcraft, right? I said, yeah. Yeah, mainly you play mostly a mage. I said, yeah. So that's why you mostly look like a mage. But, the other aspects of the things that you want to be are part of you too. All right, so some of the stuff that I can do as a mage, a priest, a warrior, and I have all those aspects. They said, yeah. So anyway, we got into this conversation. Me and my friends were walking around Pretend Land, and we were like, "How do you? How long are we here for?" And the little spirit says, "Until you say Pretend Land off. Pretend Land off." And then Lane says, "When you go back home to your real world." Okay. And I said, all right, and what if I want to come back here? You just say Pretend Land on. Pretend Land on. So in other words, I can alternate between the real world and here. And they say, sure. And we have a lot of adults here, and we have a lot of kids here that just didn't want to go back to the real world. Wait, but aren't their bodies sitting on Earth somewhere? No, they're here. They're completely here. Does time stop for them on Earth and then they're here? They said, yeah. She said, the little spirit said, yeah, time stops for you in that realm, but time starts for you in this realm. Ah. I said, so in other words, I could be here for months, but in the real world, I could be gone for less than a minute, or less than a second. And they said, yeah, that's right. So that's cool. So I was trying to find. So I said, where is Silvermoon? Oh, yeah, I'll have to get directions. I said, but I still need to know more about myself. So she first had me go see a 14-year-old that was in charge of figuring out what you were in Pretend Land. What exactly was your goal? What was your dream? So the 14-year-old said, well, you obviously wanted to be you love the mage, you love magic, you love the blood elves, you obviously have an affinity to them. So you probably want to go to Silvermoon. Is there Silvermoon here? Yeah, there's Silvermoon here. But I don't know how to get there. Wow, you remember
a lot of details.
Yeah, just 1 second, Michelle. I've got a special guest on the phone.
Yeah, well, where is the person? I didn't see the way. I did see one person try to page him, but they didn't give me a chance to answer.
All right, Michelle, I need you to be quiet for a minute. Just 1 minute. And good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Crazy Eddie's greatest stereo sale ever. Get anything and everything in stereo. Come and get it all now. You can Crazy Eddie's greatest stereo sale ever. Crazy Eddie, his prices are insane. Those earmuffs off! And listen to this. Crazy Eddie's Christmas blow-up list is going on now with the lowest sale prices ever on receivers, speakers, turntables, compact disc players, stereo rack systems, anything and everything in audio equipment. Remember, we are not undersold. We will not be undersold. We cannot be undersold. And we mean it. You don't have to ski cross-country to get the lowest sale prices on audio equipment because Crazy Eddie's Christmas audio blow-up list is going on now at a Crazy Eddie superstore near you. Crazy Eddie, his prices are...
Don't ask. All right.
That's nice.
So the cool thing is I don't know. I had a good time in Pretend Land. I thought it was fun. I met a lot of a lot of people there that were handicapped people that came to pretend land because they were able to finally do something that they couldn't do in the physical life. For example, there was one girl that was a quadriplegic, which is the woman that helps you figure out what your dream is or what you wish you were. She was actually quadriplegic, and I said to her, so in the real world, you don't have any really special traits. You're just a person that has no working arms or legs. And she said, yeah, but here I can walk and jump and play just like you. And I said, well, I noticed my knee isn't broken anymore. She said, well, go talk to Marcus. He's good with transportation. He'll tell you how to get the, you have to take the part. The what? The pretend land autonomous rapid transit. It's like a train, a downtown train. Oh, okay. So you take the part, and then you go to Amtrak, and then from Amtrak to go to Silvermoon, and then oh wait, this is not my idea. My book. Yeah, we liked it, so we used it. That's okay.
Oh wow, that's a very detailed remembrance of a dream.
But I had another dream though that wasn't quite as exciting, but probably was more scary than exciting. I was traveling across country. I was going to meet MicheleMarieDalene by Amtrak, and the one person that was supposed to help me get me and Rusty, which was kind of a comfort animal, all the way to the train station. He took a turn. He didn't realize I wasn't behind him anymore. I barely made the train with me and Rusty in my bags. I was having an anxiety attack because I wasn't sure where Rusty was, because Rusty apparently got left behind in the baggage claim area. It was in a cat carrier. I was like, finally we found the cat. Finally we found our clothes, our bags. I finally went through the TSA.
And who were you meeting again?
McHenry Cruiser, I think she said.
Who the fuck is that?
I was supposed to visit.
He's
McHenry
somebody who comes
Cruiser.
to her channel. He's a YouTuber.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen them.
Yeah, he usually lurks. He does YouTube though. He'll do his own streams. He's kind of shy, I guess.
How you doing, Andrew?
But yeah, wow, that's amazing, Michelle. You should do dream journaling.
Yeah, no, I don't recall them.
I should do dream journaling. In a way, this channel is kind of a dream journaling.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Unless you delete your content and then you lose it.
Yeah.
But I hope you're healing up fine, Andrew, from your surgery. I didn't realize you were going into one, but it seems like you did okay.
What happened? Did you get hurt?
He had to have something removed on his spine, I think.
God damn.
I think a cyst. I'm not sure.
That's McHenry Cruiser right there. At least a picture of him.
Yeah, he's more into the drama community, but I think he pulled back from that. So he kind of just does his own thing. He's a good guy.
So, Michelle, I heard you're dropping your prices.
Well, I dropped them a little bit to compensate for the fact that everything else is ever going up. So, you know, we also got rid of a lot of products that just weren't selling, and make room for some things that probably would be more likely to be of interest to most of the people here.
Crazy Michelle's prices are insane.
I don't know if they're that insane, but they're lower anyway.
You're practically giving them away.
Not really. Actually, I still make...
You should be paying us.
I mean, like
They're
on the
so
mugs
cheap.
here. Okay, I didn't reduce this
Oh,
hoodie.
here we go.
This hasn't been reduced hoodie. This I brought it down a little bit. The coffee mug I brought down the most. Because we went from like $16 to $13.95 for that one.
What's the cut out of this? How much do you get? What do they take? Like 30, 40% or something?
No,
I think the percentage is pretty high.
after the printing stuff, I think I make in some of these things like $1.
Oh, that's
I
pathetic.
can make whatever I want, but I'll just reduce the prices down to like less than 1% of the actual cost to make it. Just
How much are those cups?
So, $13.95.
And are they just like a flimsy plastic?
That's the big coffee
Probably
mug here,
ceramic,
$13.95.
right?
And then
That's
they
a lot
got
of
the
money.
Silvermoon radio
Unless
mug
it's like the
down
harder
here.
stuff.
I also got a mouse pad. Here's a Silvermoon radio cup right there.
Talk in the microphone, Michelle. Can't really hear you too well.
So, check it out. And let's see. Okay, well, I forgot to put the other microphone on. That's probably why. Yeah, Michelle was in a hurry this morning. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Rushing.
Why do you need two microphones, Michelle?
Oh, getting a little show over
I'm
there.
in a hurry, and I do know why.
Getting some Snow Queen titties up in here.
So, yeah. Okay, so there we go. Now I'll have consistent sound. Yeah, we got
Michelle, I don't know how many things you just connected and disconnected, but my mic, I just plug it in once and life is done. You're connecting things, throw them in your titties, connecting another thing.
I only plugged in the lapel microphone right here. The microphone in the desk is always on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's your 70s headphones.
Actually, the microphone on the desk is a pile. Ain't no 70s.
Not the microphone, the headphones, right? That's what you were plugging in, right?
Cat hair provided for free. Unfortunately, I tried to get rid of the cat hair. I brand new windscreen, and Fluffy already made it his own.
You gotta keep the wind at bay from Ed's farts.
At least someone usually sees the microphone on camera. Usually.
Mm-hmm. There he is. There's Edward.
Where? Oh.
On the panel.
I thought
him at his best.
So how you been, Leo?
I'm okay. I had an awful dream the other night.
Oh, really?
And I actually wanted to touch. Are you familiar with empaths, FC?
Yeah.
The dream I had, it was so. When you're empathic, you go off of emotions, know. And the dream that I had was like full of emotions, and all I seen were like flickers of faces and felt their turmoil.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was bad. I woke up, I was crying.
Anyone you recognize?
Not maybe. It went so fast. And then how, like I was telling Michelle, she remembered her dream in details, and it's very hard for me to remember them, especially when you wake up like that, like just so upset about things. And I took a day, I just shut down because it was so horrible, the feeling I had from it.
Were you did you feel like you had control in the dream, or was it just like were you lucid? Were you like fully aware, or
No. Well, no. It was almost like I was watching what's that called? Like slides of people just going by. But with each slide, I could feel, just the despair. And I talked to Stan a little bit about it, and I was like, it was one of the most god awful dreams I've had in a long time.
Okay.
I'm the only thing I can equate it to is that I was watching some horrible stuff on YouTube that night. before I went to bed, and
Doesn't help
it was just
things.
it was very just disheartening to see how people treat each other nowadays. And then I had that dream, and I was like, I couldn't deal with people for a day. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's good. You just take the day for yourself.
Yeah, I just spent it with my kid and watched some good movies.
If you ever get like premonitions of anything with family or friends, you should usually take them very seriously.
Yeah, I only had
in
one
dreams.
time with that. I like before my dad died.
Yeah, so there you go.
And that was the one and only time that I actually really dreamt about him. Was right before he died, and then he had passed. I think a week later.
Okay, a week later. That's what I was going to ask. How long? Okay.
Hey, Noodles.
I don't even know if I can verify Noodles' claim.
What's his claim?
That he made a lot of money on his podcast. I guess it was something he was trying to get Michelle involved in. I have no clue what it's about.
I don't either. He didn't tell me.
So, Leo, you knew that Noodles wanted to get Michelle involved, but Michelle didn't? No.
Well, actually, I heard it through Michelle, I think.
Oh, so she does now.
Well, she knew about it, but I don't think she knew or maybe I heard it through Noodles. I heard it, but Michelle did know about it before I did, because I remember her stating like Noodles wanted to talk to her about it, and I had no clue what was going on.
What's like the topic of his podcast? Like trolling shit or what?
I don't know, Noodles. What is the topic of your podcast?
What was the topic of your podcast, Noodles?
Halls or something. Shout out to Noodles.
Thanks on wasting the money on jackets and shoes. That's actually not a waste, though, Noodles. That's actually, something to invest your money in. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
There you go.
Well, those are big sellers.
That's money much more well spent.
Yeah.
All right, Michelle, let's get some hookers over to your house. A big line of blow.
Yeah, winter's almost over. Even I want to kind of see it come to an end, too, because, right now I just checked the backyard, and while most of the ice and crap is melting away finally on the backyard, there's, unfortunately, potentially more snowstorm coming again. Oh, God.
It seems like, we lost your mic, Michelle.
No, she did go.
No, I didn't lose my mic. It's right here.
I couldn't hear you, but your lips were moving.
It's right here. So,
is Krista's husband okay, Michelle, after he fell in the parking lot?
Oh, shit.
He's fine. He's just, just a little bit grumpy
really
about
sore.
falling. Because, it was kind of embarrassing for him, for one thing. Since he's a volunteer fireman, you think he would know how to walk on ice, right?
Oh, no. How can you ever know how to walk on ice?
With all the snow lately, snow boots would be a good idea. Yeah, I agree. I wish I had some snow boots.
You don't have snow boots, Michelle?
I don't have snow boots. All I have is sneakers.
Well, you should invest in some snow boots. They should have them at like a thrift shop or, even a secondhand store.
Yeah, Michelle, that's not good. You don't have boots for snow.
Especially
Come
since
on,
you
you
do a
live
lot
in
of
New
walking.
England.
I'm sure I can find some on Walmart.com. Walmart.com!
Yeah, now they should be on sale because they got all this. I couldn't believe they have shorts and t-shirts and stuff out now in all the stores.
Really? In February?
Yeah. Because I was looking for pants for my daughter, you know, because she.
I fell forward, not backwards. My head falling backwards. My broken hip, my cracked hip would have been even worse shape.
All their pants are on clearance now, and now they're pulling in all their spring and summer stuff.
Yeah. So they're probably going to take all the extra stuff and bring it up to the Northwest Territories and the North Slope of Alaska because they'll have longer winters there.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said they'll probably be putting all this stuff in the warehouse to be sent up to the North Slope of Alaska and the Northwest Territories because they've still got long winters there.
No, well, not if they're closing down bridges and stuff. They won't be shipping anything anywhere.
Unless you want to ship things by plane.
FC, what part of the country do you live in? You live in the United States, right?
Yeah, I live in the South.
You live in the South. Are you guys having issues with your stores being bare of food?
Certain things, but it really depends. I've found if I go during the day or the morning, everything's fine. But if I go at night, there can be a lot of shit missing. So, I mean, we're getting supply. It's just not like it used to be where
I can ask her if she watches the show, so I'm sure she would probably...
Michelle, hold on. I said it's not the same as, you know, back in the day when you would just go to the store and you can go at any time at night and everything would still be there. So it's if you go in the morning and afternoon, you're usually fine. But if you go late afternoon into the evening, there's a lot of shit missing. So it seems like they have a very minimal supply. And
I went to Walmart. You know, Walmart's a big store, so they have like different brands of different things. You know, so I went there for just a few different things. They were completely out of. I don't know if you're a baker, you would know, but they have salted butter and unsalted butter. They're completely out of unsalted butter, only have one brand of salted, no cream cheese, no biscuit products like, you know, like in the tubes, the pop tubes. Mm-hmm. They're almost completely out of different, you know, like certain brands of yogurt.
That, I should share this link with
So a lot of the dairy stuff we're not getting. Yeah. And then in the frozen food section, no potatoes, no French fries. A lot of that stuff is gone.
Yeah, it's weird. My last visit to the grocery store was very alarming. There was, you know, lots and lots. I mean, it was we've been having an issue with half and half creamer, cream cheese, like you mentioned. But like, good luck getting like creamer for the coffee. It's just non-existent. And they said, oh, it'll be fixed by the end of February. They made some bullshit thing like, oh, the containers to put it in are not available, which is ridiculous. It's fucking cardboard.
Right.
But last visit I went at night, there was I'm talking like complete multiple rows of empty shelves, everything from crackers to juices to fruits in the fruit section, vegetables not there, a lot of different stuff. So there's quite a bit of frozen food. We did have potatoes. I saw that. We had onions and all that shit, but yeah, I mean, lots and lots of shit missing. Like a lot of the
right. And I guess my question is like, because I think it was Red who told me that they had closed the bridges to Michigan from Canada. Why are we getting all these shipments from the why aren't we making these products? I don't understand why we're getting shipments.
The U.S. is like the king of fucking importing shit, you know, and outsourcing shit. What they do is usually what they do is for tax reasons. So you can have like a company headquarters. This is what Amazon does. They might have like a headquarters or like a base of operations in the States, but they outsource all of the production outside of the country and ship it in to get around taxes. It's some really shady shit, and they're allowed to do it. So that's a big part of it too. But this has been the biggest problem we've had since everything started getting outsourced, especially since China came into the picture. What, in the '80s, late '80s?
Mm-hmm.
All we do is outsource stuff, so we're reliant on a lot of companies that have their shit outside the country. So everything is being imported, and relying on all these corporations for our livelihood is stupid. That's why I tell everyone, make sure you have seeds, make sure you have soil, make sure you have fertilizer, make sure you have grow lights, pots, to grow shit. Get yourself a big ass bag of rice. If shit ever hit the fan, you got a big bag of rice. You're gonna be eating you're not gonna be eating like a king, but you're gonna be eating and staying healthy at least. It's not gonna be what you want. And in the future, with this whole climate change thing, this is where things are gonna get serious because they're rolling out.
So let's come on the panel. Let's get Paul on here. Paul, ring back again. Sorry, I was a little sidetracked. All right, let's get Paul on here.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing is like rice, flour. Since I know how to cook, rice, flour, sugar, butter, is an important thing too, and you can freeze that.
Yeah, that's what I do. I usually get it when I'm like a really big person on getting buy one get one free.
Yeah,
and bulk. Yes, bulk, bulk. And
hi, Krista. How you doing?
So I'll scan through the ads, once a week or a couple times a month.
I know. That would have been kind of bad ed needs.
Do the buy one get one.
That's not my actual bedroom.
Things like butter. I mean, you're spending $7-8. You're going to use it anyways. Buy 4 of them. You only pay for 2, and freeze the rest. You leave 1 in your fridge and 3 in the freezer. And
that's what I do too.
What you can, it's because if you can shave that money off for something that you're going to buy next month anyways, or you're going to use it in a relatively
there's gonna be a branch for Walmart this afternoon.
It saves money. And Costco's a big one. But I haven't been to the last time I was at that store, it was freaky, but it was worse than it has been, I think, so far. Besides when people were freaking out.
I should have a bed of magic fingers
because there was a lot of stuff missing in the store.
It is
more impulse buying.
It's very scary because like when you have kids, and I have a picky eater too, and I cannot find the foods that she eats. Now, granted, if she gets hungry, she's going to eat what I put in front of her, but it's simple stuff. It's chicken nuggets, it's French fries, it's stuff like that I can't get.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How you doing,
so
Paul?
I hear you guys talking about this. I went to the store like 3 weeks ago. There were some things missing.
Supplies in the stores and things because of the different shipping problems between what's going on.
I went to the store yesterday and it looked completely normal. There was nothing missing. Everything was stocked up. There was nothing I couldn't find. Everything was full.
And normally that's how it's been the last month. We had a shortage, and then they seemed like they were picking things back up. And then I went the last 2 days, and they have absolutely nothing in these stores. And I don't know if it's a shipping thing or if it's, maybe, I don't know. For them to be completely out of like something like cream cheese, it just amazes me because they have such a big section for it.
Yeah.
And all biscuit products,
especially since cream cheese would probably come from Wisconsin or something like that, or maybe even some local creamery, maybe nearby.
Well, that's another thing that just, it's like, how many jobs could we create in this country if we started doing our own products?
Right, absolutely.
And it just amazes me that we don't do this. But, like FC said, it's a tax thing and a kind of like a big scam,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous to me.
If we could grow food locally, we would save a lot of money. And we'd also give a lot of jobs to people that may not have skilled labor jobs, but people, for example, to plant corn, potatoes, vegetables, harvesting, for local farms, that's what we need. We need to think local.
Well, you know, a lot of people say that, Michelle, but they don't buy local. A lot of people say that, but when it comes down to it, they're just going to go to their grocery store and get their stuff.
I try my best to buy local. I try. But not everything is made locally. For example, I do buy localized milk and things.
How do you know it's localized? Do you go to the farmer market, or?
That's what a true local place is a farmer.
Right, that would be the true local, yeah. But for some people, even some of the local market stores do stock the local produce. They just
very
the fresh produce.
Those are like token things. There's usually like one little end shelf with that type of stuff.
Yeah, like the grocery stores. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Meijer, but like they get their bananas from out of the country. Which that's you have to pretty much. I don't know if does Florida grow bananas or anything. Yeah. So I mean, you would assume that they would get their oranges and stuff like that. I don't know. Would they get those from Florida and Georgia? I'm not sure. But yeah, and the crops that do come in now, and I don't know if you guys have noticed the produce. It's horrible. Like their green peppers are shriveled and dry, and the onions go bad so fast. Even the potatoes go bad.
Some of those things are probably sitting on those container ships for a few months.
Kroger's near me.
Thus shriveled and dry. They've probably been sitting in some of those container ships that are backlogged for a while.
I have Meijer and I have Walmart. Those are, and then we have the littler ones like Village Market and Harding's and.
Yeah. Mr. Taliman Talamin Banana. That's where most of the bananas come from. It's Caribbean. You probably could grow bananas though in Florida, especially near Miami. But
Stan says, Michelle, your pantry is filled with phone equipment and wires. You need to clear that out and start stocking up on some
food in there,
like canned goods and stuff.
Yeah,
I've been telling her to buy a couple extra cans each trip to the.
So right now we need a new stick can opener. That's serious because I'm tired of buying those residential grade pieces of shit that break after so long.
Well, order one, Michelle. Order a good can opener.
Yeah, I know. Commercial one's like $99.
I bought one for $5 at the grocery store, Michelle, about 7 or 8 years ago. Still going strong.
Right, you said $99 for a can opener?
Because it bolts to the shell. It bolts to the counter.
No. You just need a
hand. And it's got a stake on it. You slam it down on the can.
You just need a hand opener, Michelle. You turn. You don't need like a kitchen one. You don't need like an industrial can opener. How often do you guys open cans?
How big are the cans?
Seems that likes to open more cans now than they did in the past. That's for sure.
You like opening drums of gruel or? No, just a regular one. A regular one should get the job done. I mean, why don't you get an electric one if you're that lazy? I mean,
that ain't no good if you lose power though. What are you going to do? Have somebody run outside, basically just keep jogging on a treadmill hooked up to your generator?
Yep.
Pedal faster, Ed! You're only generating 40 hertz. Yeah,
I'd probably just say like a hand one would be best. Like $5, $10, can opener. Should all you should need.
I'm thinking about getting the kind. If I was to get a hand one, I'd probably get the kind that actually safely removes the lid of the can by actually decrimping the lids.
Don't get those, Michelle. They don't last long, and it's a waste of money. We had one of those, and you can still cut yourself.
Yeah, I know. Or you can get the kind that actually cuts the lid off, not like a traditional tooth one, but has a blade that goes on the side, and you squeeze it and just starts cutting the lid off sideways.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We've had that.
That'll still cut you up pretty good, too, because it's actually sharp metal.
All right, Krista, have a good day. Morning, Stoner.
Yeah. So we gotta figure out some can opener thing someday.
Just
also,
order
Krista, somebody suggested that you should have Ray call a lawyer and basically sue Jimmy for slipping on his backyard.
He didn't get injured, though. I mean, what's the
He
point?
didn't get
He just
injured,
fell on his
no.
ass. He literally fell on his ass and got right back up. I mean, what can you
I
sue
know,
him
Brian.
for? There's no
I
injury.
think the person recommended her call Attorney Heyman.
Oh, yeah, that's well,
What about
the
other attorneys over there? What is it? Not Bender, Social Security. Sokoloff, maybe? No. But he does Massachusetts. Are you telling me you've been talking to people the whole time in other places? What are you talking about, FC or Red?
I think he's trying to figure out if Dab.
She only said Chris is too honest for that, and I suspect her husband is too.
Yeah, I've fallen on ice before, and the worst happened is like my whole body hurt because you get some whiplash as hard as you fall. But yeah, you definitely can't really sue.
Like I said, if I had fallen backwards instead, I probably would have broken my hip in half, which would have sucked. And then they say once you break your hip, you die in 5 years. Which would even sucked even more.
Not necessarily, Michelle. Not necessarily. Normally, when older people break their hips, they deteriorate in their life. Like they give up because it's such a rehabilitation because the hip is such a major bone in your body,
right?
That they just kind of give up. But I mean, someone like you wouldn't die in 5 years. No.
Yeah, but it still would have sucked though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because it takes a long time to heal. That's like breaking your femur bone.
I think maybe if anything, they might actually have to reset my hip. Actually,
probably replace it.
Mm-hmm.
No, the replacements they're even more frustrating than resetting the hip because it's cracked.
No, it would depend on the break and what was going on. I knew a 90-something-year-old woman who fell down the stairs and broke her neck, and she survived for 3 years after that. I know. I was like, how did she survive this?
Was it Betty White?
No.
only make it about a year. What would you say that, Brian K? I'd probably make it longer than that.
Until she got her tarot reading, that's what took her out.
What makes Brian K think I'd only make it for about a year?
I don't know. Michelle, ask him.
I'm not. Michelle's Discord says Red. Well, why don't you join it? It's free. Yeah, why don't you join the Discord? That doesn't cost anything. I don't assume people are unless I actually know. Yeah. Also, check out the Patreon page too, guys. Well, we haven't officially uploaded any of the music yet for Silvermoon Radio. We're going to try. As far as reducing the music show down to 2 hours instead of 4 hours, I think...
Brian says it because of Ed. I'd have to agree with you, Brian. Because you would need someone to feed you and clean you.
Ed would make you go get beer with your bad hip, and you'd probably fuck it up even more.
He'd say you're faking it.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that would be good. I mean, the only thing I could do that is if I was in a convalescent home, is I would have to be charged of the apartment for a while. And I'd have to mail Jimmy the rent. But then the question is, would the convalescent home try to steal my Social Security check to pay for them so I can't pay my rent?
Probably be covered under your insurance, Michelle.
Yeah, trust me, what you make each month would not cover a home. It would be insurance.
Insurance would pay for that.
Yeah.
You could get if you had someone you trust, you got to set up a trust account and have your money put into a trust account.
Maybe Rachel.
Actually, Tiger Kitty, I'm gonna go get the stuff for the walker tomorrow after my hair appointment, because it's right next to there. So I can go down to the hardware store after my hair appointment and pick up the hooks and things, and maybe get maybe a small container of polyurethane and a brush to seal that medium density fiberboard for moisture.
What are you talking about?
Michelle wants to put a piece of shelf on her walker to make like a table when she's already got that walker that has like a seat on it. Yeah, Michelle wants to put a piece of wood, shellac the wood, and then screw it to her walker.
That's primarily is a shelf. It won't actually be removable, so you could actually put it on and take it off. The hook on the side. So when you're not using it, just hooks on the side.
Michelle, but again, you have a walker that has a seat on it like a shelf already.
Yeah, but it's also very large and very clunky. I noticed that.
We're on a phone call.
I mean, great if you want to sit in the grass like in a park seat and you want to listen to the concert. But, I mean, for me, I would like to be able to carry goods, products, and stuff back and forth. And I need a walker that has shelves on it so I can put the bags on the shelves. That doesn't take a lot of extra room. I have no idea about that, Brian K. I don't know anything about the dancer, really.
I don't think details have been worked out yet, Brian. I think they're still looking.
Yeah. Michelle.
Michelle, I want to ask you, though.
In one of those houses, you would have a chilled life. One of those, what are you talking about? Homes. I don't know. Now, the thing is that I keep forgetting how fast life is in this country how fast we get old and die. I actually kind of forgot that. Because I remember when I was really young, and somebody said to me, "Oh, you're going to live to be about 89 years old." I said, "That's a long time." But no, of course, by the time I got my age now, I'm like, that's not really that long of a time at all. 80, 90, 100 maybe. That's a long time, but not really from a childhood perspective. Food, water, shelter, clothing, everything else. Especially with this sailor, taking up all this time and energy. It doesn't take that much work, guys. Come on, seriously, it's easy.
It's a waste. I would say it's a bit of a waste, Michelle. It's a bit of a waste, to be honest. A waste of money and your time. I mean.
Well,
you do what you will with your time.
I beg to differ. I don't.
Wait, what's a waste of her time? What are you guys talking about?
I already got
taking a piece of a bookshelf and shellacking it 6 times over, and then screwing it to the wall, trying to figure out how to screw it to her.
Well, unfortunately, I can't afford to go to Lowe's to get wood because I'm gonna have to buy a 2x12. A 1x12, and it's 8 foot long, and then I gotta cut it down, and I still gotta pay for the 6 foot section. What am I going to do with another piece of 6 foot? What am I going to do? What am I going to do with a 24-inch piece of 2x12? I'm sorry, 1x12, and 2 1-inch 1x12 pieces, and then the remainder of the 6 foot piece, and try to shove that into Krista's car. She had a hard time just getting as plywood in the car.
You got this, Leo.
So what am I going to say to the salesman? You know what? Go ahead and cut me 1x12s.
And Stop, Brad. Go.
1x12s, 24-inch wide.
Michelle, I know you say that the walker is bulky, and I know what you're talking about. But how much bulky is it compared to carrying up you know, a 30-pack of beer or grocery bags anything.
It's twice the size, if 3 times the size. Because the other one I can fold it, collapse it, and put it under. I can fold the other one and put it underneath my arm when I go down the stairs. Okay.
You think you'll be able to do that with wood and screws and all that sticking out of it?
Yeah, I don't think you're thinking this all through. Whereas the walker with the seat, you can fold that up. How are you going to fold it up the one you make?
What I make basically slips off. Basically, it just hangs down by hooks, and then when you're done, you just take the hooks, just take it off.
Well, how are you going to carry it up?
Okay, so then you'll have to carry the piece of wood and the walker.
The piece of wood hangs on the inside of the walker when you close it. I've already designed it. I've already measured the design. I've already tested it. Proof of concept. It works.
Maybe you should work on your show a bit more, Michelle, instead of like the Frankenstein walker. Maybe invest that time in finding you got a new background going. That's good.
And not only that, if you're not going to use that walker with the seat that I believe Stan brought you, I would.
I was going to use that walker, but he never did because he said it's too much of a pain in the ass to get down the stairs, and I do agree with him on that. And we could store it downstairs, it would have been better, but the problem is then what Ed didn't think about is, then you're still going to have to carry your 30-pack up 3 flights of stairs. So even if Jimmy
Michelle, why don't you donate it to someone who can actually use it instead of holding up Ed's trains? Why don't you make some use of it and give it to someone who can actually use it then?
I don't think Ed uses it anymore. I think she got something else.
Maybe just give it to someone who can use it then. It's just wasting its life and purpose in your apartment right now. Like, what's the point of having it? Why not give it to somebody?
Pay it forward.
I don't know anybody who needs it right now. Just
pay it forward.
We'll put it on the Facebook, whatever, garage sale thing. Say, hey, this was donated to me and I can't use it. If anybody's out there who wants to pick it up, then it's not taking up clutter. It's, you don't want to use it, then get rid of it.
Yeah.
Gotta get some use out of it, It's just going to go in the pantry.
Can't allow them to drag it down. That it's going to expect you to do things with you. Well, the thing is Michelle still likes to make things with her hands. So, if it didn't seem like a big deal to Michelle, it gives her a chance to feel empowered to do something. So that's why she does the projects, even if they seem silly. She likes to take...
and Michelle, there's nothing wrong with you wanting to do that. I guess we were just kind of trying to figure out your reasoning. But, like even Krista just said, why don't you donate it to the senior center? Don't hold on to things.
I could easily put it up on the Facebook Marketplace, but I mean...
You're going to sell it?
No, not
No, you can give away there, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can give it away there, too.
And
that'd be a good
for
idea.
1A Walker Bulldog.
Maybe donate some of them trains laying around your apartment to some kids, It's like a bunch of those toys laying around your apartment.
Now, one thing I would kind of really wish that I didn't get, it didn't rust to hell, was my trike. I used to have an adult trike, which I used to use to go shopping. The problem was it was only a 3-speed. But I really kind of wish it didn't get rusted out because it was nice for hauling things like beer and things like that. The problem was I had no place to park it. So unfortunately the rust got at it, the wing got at it.
Oh my God.
Where did you used to park it when you go to the store, Michelle? Did you use like a parking space? Did you chain it to something?
I used to park it underneath the porch.
At the store?
No, not the store, but what I mean when I would go in, when I would park it for the night, I would park it underneath the porch where Jimmy keeps all of his junk.
Oh. Surprised no hooligan took it or something.
Get rid of that too, Michelle. Do you still have that?
What?
There are people that will take and
No, the bike is junked already. The trike was junked already. Yeah.
Oh, was it junked? But I mean, like anything in your apartment, like if you're gonna go on there and like put the walker on there, Like, if you got any computer parts, put that stuff on there too. You should just make a day of it. Go around.
I got computer parts. Yeah, I got a whole shitload of them. I have to sort through,
free to anybody
see what we're going to throw in the tip, and see what we're going to keep. But right now, with Jimmy using the porch right now for his maintenance work, cutting tiles and stuff for apartment 10, and it's kind of hard for me to work on organizing the storage bin right now.
When he gets done with apartment 10, updating it, you should move into apartment 10, and then he should work on your apartment.
Yeah.
And then when that money's done with 10, go back to your apartment.
Or stay in 10. You said it's exactly the same thing, right?
Really good idea. You deserve an updated apartment for all the shit you've dealt with there.
Why don't I answer the question? What's the question, Brian K? Michelle, is there even going to be a time when you and Ed...
You won't do it, trust me.
When you have Ed handle... Yes, he does handle some of his own affairs. All right? To answer your questions. That's all I can tell you.
Why did he cancel his appointment for the doctor the other day?
He said the weather was bad.
Because he
thought it was going to be too icy. That's why he canceled. He didn't know it wasn't going to be that icy. I didn't know either.
What was the appointment for? Just a physical or for his heart, right? To check on his heart and stuff?
What was that appointment for, Michelle? What was the purpose?
Not for Ed. It's for me. Okay? For I can carry things also like laundry and other things like that too. I got a problem with the laundry idea, though. Alright, go on. That laundry bag is a lot taller than that walker is, and what's going to happen is it's going to drag on the dirt.
Well, Michelle, you've been getting a ride from Krista the past.
Yeah, I still get a ride from Krista.
Laundry. Why would you even need a walker to carry your laundry? I mean, you got Krista there to help.
Michelle, it could be. What was it? Actually, the problem with CVS is the shopping carts are kind of small. If we still could have gotten some of the old shopping carts from Super Saver, those were bigger, but carts.
I mean, you don't need a grocery shopping cart at CVS, Michelle. I mean, you don't buy that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone with a full cart there. It's kind of somewhere you go for a couple things. I mean, it's not like you're shopping for weeks on end. CVS, I don't think, it's more of a hand basket place. I need some Vagisil, I need some condoms, and a fifth of liquor. You don't need a big cart for that.
Jesus, what a shopping!
And some blank CDs too. You can't forget the blank CDs.
Always an excuse not to try something simple.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I mean, I try to create new stuff. I don't really need to use Vagisil. Thank you very much. I know what that is, but I don't need that. I don't have a yeast infection.
You need some for your stomach, Michelle. You said you get those yeast patches on your gut. You need the vag for your stomach.
Well, you catch. I later need to get myself shifted a bit to the kitchen. All right, well, take it careful, Andrew. Don't overexert yourself, okay?
What kind of surgery did Andrew have done?
He had a cyst removed from his spine.
Oh.
Had a cyst on his spine.
I had a couple of those. I just pop them, squeeze them out.
Yeah.
I think that's almost too deep.
Oh, either way, I still like to do things in my hands, so I still like to build things. And I haven't had much chance to do that lately because I keep running into hard to get some of the materials. For example, let's talk about wood. If you, as I said at the beginning, maybe you didn't hear me. Okay, if you want to get a piece of 12 by 1 by 12 plank, you have to buy an 8-foot long section. Okay, that's right. You'll have to buy the whole 8-foot long section, even if you need 24 inches of it. Well, actually, 26 inches. But okay, the problem is you gotta buy the whole thing. So yes, the sawyer down there at Lowe's to cut it down for you. But now, how are you gonna shove what remains of the 6 foot long section into Krista's cart? It's not a minivan. So
we'll have them cut it into smaller sections.
Yeah, they can cut it for you, Michelle.
So you might have to say, Mrs. Sawyer, cut this into 2 24 by 12s, 4 1 by 1s, or 1 by 12 pieces, 1 inch wide, and then pick up some sheetrock screws and carpenter's glue, and then just basically put it together that way. Then you have 2 shelves, one for the lower level, one for the higher level.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, it was what I was going to do originally. But then when we took
now I'm curious though, how are these shelves going to sit on the walker? Because I've used a walker before after my back surgery, and you hold on to the walker, and you're like your body is into the
groove.
Oh, not in my case. I actually use it more like a push cart. So, in my case, it works because it's like a push cart.
Okay, so right there it's telling me you're not properly using the walker, so it's not even benefiting you, Michelle. It's actually probably causing you more harm, which is why you probably have hip problems.
That's probable.
If you don't use the walker the way is designed, you're going to cause more harm to your body.
Remember, Michelle actually did not exactly get an instruction book with it. No.
Well, I'm thinking that maybe you should watch a video or something how to use a walker, because
you plant the walker down and kind of walk to it.
Yeah,
and move
it's
it forward
like
again, and then walk to it. You don't just push it on the ground.
You're supposed to use your upper body to help support your lower body with the walker, and if you're just using it to push, you're still using your lower, your legs and stuff to support you, and the walker's supposed to take the weight off of your legs so that things can properly heal.
Well, what Michelle does is when she takes a break, she'll actually stop, lean on the walker, and then swing her legs back and forth to try to get out the crimps. Yeah. So that's kind of what she puts her weight on.
I'm telling you though, Michelle, if you use it properly, you'd find more benefit with it. I understand you're using it because whatever reason, but I'm thinking you're causing more harm to your body, which is probably why you have hip problems now.
What it sounds like.
I had hip problems even before I got the walker. The walker actually helped.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, but you're not going to heal completely, right? That's why I'm saying that I think you would benefit from some physical therapy. Yeah. I'm assuming, physical therapy is amazing.
Well, the only thing is the problem is how much does physical therapy cost?
Well, depending on where you go, it's like a copay. Medicare will pay for it, but you'll have your copay every time you go. And if you
I don't got a copay. I'm sorry to tell you this. I have to pay almost 100% of everything.
Do you want to walk, Michelle? Do you want to walk, or is your hair more important? I would say skip the hair and pay the copay for the physical therapy. You got to make proper decisions here,
if I understand the prices for some of this, there's like $300 on time. Who's going to pay for that? I don't have that.
No, Michelle, I've gone through physical therapy many, many times. It's like $15-20 a time.
Well, that's fine. But which doctor did you go to? Did you look them up in the yellow pages? Did you...
No, I was referred to any physical... There's a cap on what they can charge you when you're part of Medicare. They can't charge you more... in the medical industry, when you have insurance such as Medicare, so whatever physical therapy place you go to, it's always going to be a flat rate. They can't charge you anymore. That's why they sign up to take payment from Medicare.
No, Brian, I'm not trying to be an idiot. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. The thing is that I wouldn't worry, Michelle. I think your idea is interesting. Say McKinley Cruiser says been listening, jogging soon. That's what he said to me on text messaging. see. eBay. Let's see, anything exciting? Nope. Anything over here? Recents? Nope. I don't know anybody in Weatherford, Texas, so I don't know anybody in Weatherford, Texas. So a lot of people that text me and I don't even know who the hell they are.
What do they say?
Who do you know in Weatherford, Texas?
That's what they texted you? They want the weather for Texas? Look it up and send it back to them, Michelle. They're probably worried that you killed so many people last year with your witchcraft. They're probably worried you're going to send some more snow their way, and I don't blame them, Michelle. You killed a lot of people last year. You killed a lot of people last year, Michelle.
Here.
In Texas.
Well, I still think that Michelle's got a couple of valid points here. That somebody, maybe somebody in the medical field could actually answer some of the questions about insurance claims, policies, that works with low-income people. So why don't we see if we can get somebody like that on the panel? I agree with that. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, hunt them down, Michelle. Put some working on your show. Get a doctor. Maybe you can do a video call with your doctor. You can just, put them on the screen.
I can ask him. I gotta see him on the 21st. I mistakenly said what's on the 22nd. It's on the 21st.
Okay, that's not a big deal.
Monday.
No, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Coming up tomorrow. Or sorry, Monday.
A lot.
It's a Wednesday. It's Wednesday at 9 o'clock. You and Chris are supposed to get blood work done.
You scammed us. I rearranged my calendar around your goddamn doctor's appointment, Michelle, and you fucked up all my plans. Now I gotta juggle things now.
Good job, Michelle. Now you fucked up Schmeckel's whole life.
Lumi.
I don't think Michelle's trying to become I'm not making Michelle out of a narcissist or a publicist or anything like that. I'm trying to help Michelle understand that there are some costs, but Michelle doesn't know how much. This is all new. Everybody keeps suggesting things that she has no idea how much. She's been
Michelle, all it takes.
Hold on a minute. Let me finish. My turn. Let me finish, please. Michelle doesn't know half this crap. And so basically it comes down to is Michelle's trying to get the answers because she's always been told, you break yourself, you have to fix yourself and pay for yourself. That's what she was told all of her life. You break it, you bought it, you pay for it. That's what Michelle has been taught.
What is Michelle doing, Lumi, to get those answers, though? Is Michelle making the phone calls that she needs, or is she just sitting around thinking about her walker, putting a shelf on there? What is
Michelle doesn't always think about her walker. Good God.
You've been talking about it for like a week now, Michelle. Ever since you got
Michelle was just talking about putting a shelf on it. Okay, that's all she wanted to do.
Hey, Lumi, fuck you. First of all, second of all, what are you doing to help Michelle get the answer she needs? Lumi, are you helping her make the phone calls? You helping her get the information? Because it sounds like you're stopping her from fixing her body and getting better, so maybe she'll consider kicking you out, is what I think is happening.
Michelle is doing a lot more now. This summer,
becoming independent again and kicking you out.
Brian, Paul, hold on a minute. Michelle, already he's planning to get going out more this spring and doing more stuff this year. We already made plans to do more productive activities. Like Craig wants to see Michelle go out more. Michelle wants to do that. Michelle wants to get out in the community more, and that's her goal. Yeah, that's my goal.
But Michelle, you're missing the point here. You're already suffering from deterioration of your knee, deterioration of your hip. You probably got some misalignment in your spine. It doesn't matter how much exercise you get out. You're going to get worse if you don't get proper treatment now.
Listen,
I do have deterioration in my coccyx. Yes.
Whoa!
In your coccyx? Oh boy.
That's the bottom of your spine.
Yeah, you need to address those. Because Michelle, what's going to happen is you're going to end up in a wheelchair. Because you're going to be in so much pain, and then what's going to happen? we're just concerned saying, hey, you need to address these issues now. And like I told you, I'll help you. I'm familiar with Medicare and the insurance and stuff. The first thing you need to do
when I see my doctor on the 21st,
doctor.
I can certainly ask him these questions.
Yeah, talk to your doctor. Say, look, this is what I want to do. He'll
Leo,
get you
can I just be upfront with you? She's not going to do it.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
and that's why I can't.
I'm just going to be completely. I mean, you know that, but I mean,
I know.
I've been through all this with her before. During the knee thing, I told her was absolutely critical that she gets physical. All that stuff. Tried to help her, wouldn't do it. She doesn't want to do it. And then you know what she says? Oh, well, in the summer things. She said the same thing the last many years. Oh, in the summer things will. I'll do this. No, it's just not going to happen because the summer will come and she'll still be inside or she'll sit on top of the thing and she's not going to go to physical therapy, which she really needs. She really fucking needs it. And the problem is the injury has already fucking subsided. It's fucked. Okay. I mean, she needed to do it when the injury happened. What she's going to do now may help a little bit, but it's who knows? It should have been done when the injury happened. That's when you're supposed to do it. She didn't do it. She wouldn't do it.
It's all about priorities, Michelle. Like I'm saying, you may be able to get through things now, but in a couple years from now, you may be kicking yourself in the ass because you didn't take the proper steps
she'll
now
be living in a home. She'll be living in a home.
And you won't be able to be on the internet or anything because you'll be in the bed. And then you'll be in so much pain, and nobody wants to see that for you.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's see what Dr. Lemmy says. Let's see what he thinks. But I do think we need to also keep in mind that there's a lot of people that don't have access to medical care that some people get.
Okay, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about you. You have the access.
We don't even know.
You need to take care of yourself.
Michelle, you have access to one of the best medical plans in the country.
Medicare?
Yeah, it is. I mean,
they don't even do fucking dentistry. No.
It's because it's medical.
Yeah, that's cosmetic.
Dentistry is, and there, again, if your teeth are that important, then put the money away for your teeth. Stop putting it into things that you really don't need it for.
Michelle didn't buy anything this month. Okay.
World of Warcraft.
A $12 keyboard picks a laptop up? That's not exactly a lot of money. No.
We don't care.
No, but every little bit helps, and nobody can tell you what to do, Michelle, but I will tell you this. Working in the industry with elderly people, I have seen this over and over and over again. They put things off, and because of your age, the older you get, the harder it is to rebound from things. And something that may take someone 6 months to a year, it's going to take you 2 to 3 years maybe to get through, the longer you put it off. And then your life is, you basically just ruined your life because now you're stuck in hospitals every other week, trying to take care of an issue you could have took care of years ago. And then what? Ed's not a proper caregiver. You don't have a support system behind you. You like you said, you have to take care of yourself. So you have to make that decision up in your own mind to say, I'm important enough to take care of what needs to be done.
Well, we're going to take a look into. I'll ask my doctor what he says.
I think he'll agree.
Are you going to for a physical visit, Michelle, like face to face, or a video?
Yes, it's going to be a physical visit.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Huh?
On Monday, we got to do blood work for that physical visit.
And, to go back to your walker thing, why couldn't you get like one of those baskets that just hook on the front of the walker?
I did look for one of those baskets. I also looked for cup holders and things that I would normally use. I did see some interesting cup holders that look promising that clamp in place for bicycles.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is you only got so many places to hang them, so it's not going to get in the way with the thing when it closes.
We're right, but if you have like a detachable basket, you can get the hooks and stuff that clamp on, and then you can just unclamp them and remove the basket.
I actually have one of those. I could even possibly send it to Michelle. I actually have one of those for a walker with one of those.
And maybe a simpler option. It may be cheaper and less of a fuss, And this way, then it's not in the way of where you need to stand when you're properly using it.
Yeah, it goes in the front, Michelle.
Well, almost like a bike basket.
Yeah, it goes in the front, and it literally serves the same purpose. It'd probably be even better. It's a lot easier. Just hooks right on, and it's got a bottom. It's got sides. I don't think this thing that you're gonna have is even gonna have sides. It's probably anything you put on there is gonna be sliding all over the place. Yeah, maybe a basket would be a better option. I mean.
Well, for right now, let's table this topic for now because we have a doctor's appointment next week.
Here, I'll go grab
All right. Well, okay. To make it simple for you, Michelle, when you see your doctor, just say, "Hey, I'm interested in physical therapy," and he'll write you up a referral, and then just go from there.
Yeah.
You could call them, and they can let you know what the price will be and everything. So. But I really think that you would definitely benefit from it.
I really seriously think Ed needs to learn to take care of his own beer, personally.
Yeah, but you need to say no. You need to tell him, no, I'm not getting it. You want it, you go get it. That's his dependency.
Well, now that the weather's warming up, maybe he could use the other walker, or we could use it. Both walkers gotta go together to the community, to the park. I actually did say I would do that with him, but it's up to him if he wants to go. But then he's gonna be using the walker the same way I am, more of a push cart. And I don't know, it's not perfect, but I swear to God, who designed the other walker, I swear they put the handlebars back on backwards. Because I think
I've seen those. They're weird handbrakes. I've seen those. Those are kind of weird.
The handbrakes ain't the problem. I figured out how they work. The only thing is, the problem it seems like the handles are backwards.
I'd have to see it.
Unless, like you said, you pull the handles down to set the brakes, and then you can sit in the chair, and then you can use the same hand grips to get up again. Which Ed needs. That's something he needs. But he hasn't. He's made more excuses, too, not to go see a doctor more than me.
Yeah, well, he's got to make that decision, too, Michelle.
Right.
He's an adult. You're not his mother, and he's just your roommate. And, a friend. You can't be his you can't be his wife or his mother. He's got to do this on himself. But he knows what the doctor's going to tell him. He needs to quit drinking. He needs to eat better. And he's not going to do it.
And he needs
so that's
exercise.
Why he probably puts it off.
And he probably would benefit also from physical therapy.
Oh, for sure. He's so crooked when he stands. Somebody's eating.
Yeah.
No.
Well, right now it is 11:37 in the morning. Let's
basket right here, walker basket.
Let's take a quick look at the weather forecast right now.
Which is good.
Today is going to be a mild day. No. Today, right now, its current high is 8 degrees Celsius. Low tonight will be -2. Friday will be a high of 8 degrees Celsius, low -3. Saturday will be a high of 9 degrees Celsius, low -3. On Friday, it will be all sunny. Saturday will be mostly sunny. Sunday will be -2, low -9. It looks like rain is forecast for next Thursday and Friday. But Thursday next week will be a high of 12 and a low of 1. So at this point, we don't see any more snow coming in for Winston for the remainder of this week. So that's good. Let's see. Any news I can cover without YouTube getting mad at me? Locals outraged, fearful as homeless encampments occupied community while city officials do nothing. Russian crosshairs again after skater 15 found pumped up with banned medication. Students don't hold back when asked about Biden's stance on loans. Stunning narrator Al Sharpton scolded by liberal reporter for daring to condemn brazen crimes. Pat Sajak's stunned reaction to unprecedented Wheel of Fortune win. Beach blaze. Firefighters launch air assault on battle raging California wildfire. Again? Morgan Wallen's crowd chants, "Let's go, Brandon," at packed Madison Square Garden show. Senator Braun, independents are almost in lockstep with GOP many issues. Bernie Sanders on Democrats' stalled agenda. We have not been addressing the needs of the American people. No shit. Liberal NPR ruthlessly mocked after woke takes on neutral emojis. Red hot inflation surges to new 40-year high, forcing small businesses to raise prices. Yep, there you go. It's the situation normal, all fucked up. Nothing good to report.
Michelle.
What's that?
Did you pull the oral card for today? Did you do the oral card for
Not
today,
yet.
Michelle?
I haven't done any tarot lately either.
Did you do the oral card for today?
Okay.
I don't know what today's gonna hold. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, random.
Today's random tarot card or oracle card is White Tarot, Life Force, Health, and Longevity. Number 33.
33.
Number 33, baby. So
Is that how old Lumi's gonna be? 33? He'll marry me to you.
Wait, for those of you who don't realize, I have not been going to McDonald's for quite a while, so.
Fred's in the bedroom. He's off the couch.
Talk about health and longevity.
So it's been like a week.
Let's see. White Tara. Let's see here. Does she have a message? Yes, she does. Life energy is the inner power that connects you to all that is magical and spiritual. It is your own cosmic energy and divine spirit. It is your umbilical cord to spirit and your higher self.
Right.
When it is stagnant, your vitality, passion, and manifestation become stuck, affecting your happiness and your push path to being all that you are meant to be. You have the potential to be empowered in all aspects of your physical and mental self-being. If you focus on taking responsibility for your health, you will have the potential for increased life energy and longevity. If you currently have health challenges, White Terror's presence says that you will soon break through them. Nourish your own body with rest and healthy food, and have faith that they are purifying your body. Yes, I agree. I'm working on my weight for a while now. Almost all my life I've had a weight fight, trying to lose weight. I can start to see that after I kind of cut back in portion sizes, that we're starting to see some weight drop.
I got a weight problem too, Michelle. Can't wait to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes the portions were just too huge, way too huge. That card is spooky. Carlos says, I got a tarot card request. Can you... I don't curse people. I don't do that. It's not my thing. I don't like to cause harm unintentionally. It's bad enough when it happens by accident. But intentional harm is something completely different.
What about Soup Kitchen Pete, Michelle?
That really wasn't even deliberate in the sense. The whole thing was that, let me finish. The whole point with that was to prove that he wanted to know if I could make ice, and I made ice, and he slipped on it. It wasn't the idea of him to slip on it, but it happened. So again, that was kind of incidental.
You put it on his stairs. What? I mean, you could have made ice just in the refrigerator or the freezer. Maybe even put it on the road somewhere. But you put it on the man's porch on his steps, Michelle. I mean, that's kind of intentional. But we don't need to get into there. But some days you're proud and you boast about killing them. Today you're kind of shrugging it off that you killed them. So, I just feel like you put ice on anybody's stairs, you're meaning them harm. You're meaning them a little ill intent by doing that. But either way. Should we call the Soup Kitchen, Michelle, see what they're serving up today?
You
want to see what George is peddling out to the public at the Soup Kitchen today?
I don't really know if that's going to necessarily be totally true that they're not going to be actually opening again. I think they might just that they're not sure. That's why I didn't say they are, but I think
you want me to ask them? Let me just call every day and ask when they're going to open again until they open, Michelle?
Well, you could ask him again, but I'm sure that George will keep telling you the same thing, is that right now, realistically, they don't know. I think that's really what they wanted to say, is we don't know.
Do you want the Soup Kitchen open, Michelle? Maybe we should call and harass their families off hours and, just call them at 2 in the morning.
Don't even...
Actually... I don't know if Millie actually made the meatloaf, but there were people that did, and some of the meatloaf was pretty good. Some of it was garbage. I hate the one with the red sauce. The brown sauce wasn't as bad. The red sauce one was revolting.
The red sauce was probably ketchup.
Yeah.
Hello, my friend. Good. What are we having today?
Oh, they had beans too. I've had pork.
Oh my goodness, big ziti. Is this did I reach the Open Door Soup Kitchen or the Olive Garden? 5 stars. All right, my friend. When are we opening back up to eat with the people again?
Oh no, they're not going to open ever again.
Never again.
No, they like it this way.
Okay.
Ask him why.
Okay, thank you, my friend. I love you. Oh, he didn't say it back today. I feel dirty.
He did laugh, though.
I didn't feel dirty. I feel dirty. Yeah, he didn't say it. Baked rositi, Michelle.
I thought he said ziti.
Or ziti. Baked ziti, Michelle. With meatballs. Okay.
Another sounds carbohydrate, delicious. Which my doctor said to come back on the carbs.
Good.
So, yeah, the thing is I wonder what the logic behind that is about not opening for eat-in dining, considering the fact that a lot of people...
I said they like it better this way. So they like doing it better this way.
It probably is. It doesn't cost them as much.
Probably easier. Yeah, they don't have to clean up anything. Aside from the kitchen.
Probably doesn't cost them as much, but I still think it's kind of I think it's kind of a terrible excuse since they're renting that huge dining room.
Well, Michelle, we live in America. We've been watching protests for the past 2 years now. Why don't you go down to the soup kitchen and start protesting, Michelle? Why don't you start a protest at the Open Door? Get a sign, go down there, start a protest. Get that soup kitchen opened up again. If you really want it, go out there and get it done.
Go get a petition started.
I might...
Maybe get... Yeah.
Carlos, I might go to ABC Pizza for lunch, possibly on tomorrow when I go for my hair appointment, because I'm gonna have time to do that. I'll just bring my walker down with me with my stand, and then because that's not that heavy.
Michelle, are you gonna get more tobacco, Michelle? And if so, what kind of tobacco do you get? What brand do you get, Michelle?
Right now, I've been using. No, they don't even have any Kodiak. They have Stokers. I've been using the Stokers, which is okay. It's not really my brand. It's like too sweet for me.
And that's chewing tobacco, right, Michelle?
Klondike's okay, but I don't really like Klondike as much either because it's too sweet.
And that's chewing tobacco, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
So everybody I've encountered in life has a spit bottle, and they spit. They're spit in the spit.
I don't do that.
So you swallow it.
Yeah.
How do you get away with that? How are you still walking?
What the hell? You swallow it?
I've cut back on it quite a bit over the years. Trust me. You go through a can a week.
But you swallow.
I go through a can about every 2 months.
Michelle, you swallow that spit though?
Yep.
I've never encountered that.
No worse than swallowing saliva from chewing gum.
Well, it's got tobacco. It doesn't make
chewing gum is sugar, though, Michelle. That is digestible. Tobacco isn't supposed to be digested.
Does that make your stomach hurt, Michelle, when you swallow it?
Oh, I know. I've been around a long time. Probably still remain a long time. That's all I can tell you. Anyway, that's another story. Tomorrow we got
goat, Michelle.
Okay, tomorrow. Let's make sure we understand. Tomorrow we will be live at a normal time. We will be leaving here about 12-ish to walk down to the hair salon, get my hair retouched. I got the cash already made up for it from my bank. We're taking the money that we've been making, we're putting into, getting my life better. Still saving money in my savings account. We're not spending money from my savings. So we're putting money aside, $20 a month every month automatically. So, and that works out pretty good for me.
Yeah. It's pretty good, Michelle. Every little bit helps, right?
What's that?
I said every little bit helps. That's
good. Every bit helps.
Yeah, that helps.
So because we know that the stuff that was in the online store was too expensive, that's why we reduced the prices.
Yeah, you should make it like $5.
Because the stuff isn't moving. I need to get people to buy more stuff, but
Michelle, you need product placement. Like you yourself should have a North American.
Right, I know. I that's another thing they say is, why don't you buy? They said to me, why don't you buy the complete kit to promote your own products? And I'm like, that's not a bad idea.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you drink tea out of a North American Snow Cup or a Rusty Cup? Or why don't you have a Snow Queen hoodie and say, hey, it's very comfortable. Check this hoodie out, guy. You're not like plugging your product.
Right. Like I said, product placement is key. Exactly. And like I said, that the coffee mugs that I have available, like the travel mugs, the Silvermoon radio one and the other one would be good because they'll fit where this cup fits. And these cups are...
Yeah, you should be drinking out of those, Michelle. Like every time you go take a drink, you have it in front of the camera, You're showing it off.
Yeah. Well...
Product placement.
Do I have a birthday hat? No.
What about a birthday suit?
You
got a birthday suit?
Everybody's got that.
Yeah. I like to wear mine, Michelle, but
just
I can't get all the
buff.
wrinkles out.
Oh, you know what? I saw in World of Warcraft that really pisses me off. Bicala's got a friggin' face mask. On ESO, Bicala's got a friggin' face mask.
Yeah, I got a mandate up.
I just think that's kind of... that's just my opinion is... I don't want a friggin' face mask. So maybe I will go ahead and see if I can go ahead and...
don't call me a goat head.
Get them changed to something else. Through the transmogrifier and see if I can change it to something useful.
It's going to get a computer virus.
Make it visible! Yeah, that'd be good.
Michelle, you're going to get a computer virus.
Hey, I got a question. Did you hear the story about this young boy that was in speech pathology? And he was kind of kicked from speech pathology because Actually, more like it sounds like his mother took him out because they wanted him to wear a mask in speech pathology for speech therapy. And he couldn't see the instructors talking because she had a mask on. He couldn't see how he was enunciating words because he had a mask on. How come they don't make a transparent plastic mask? Would be
do. My daughter's therapist wears one.
Yeah, they do have the masks, Michelle. Transparent masks.
I would think so. You would think they would have such a thing, at least readily available for those kind of purposes.
Michelle, I'm gonna pull a homeless.
So you can read, so you can at least read the lips of your therapist or something. And like, what the hell good is that? If you can't, like I said, the way that these people are, they need to come up with technology to make it easier for people that need to see lips.
Dad, your timer's almost done.
Brian K., I agree with you. But you know what? We can't cover that too much because of YouTube, so I'll just leave it at that for now. I agree with you, though. All right.
Why can't we cover that?
Microsoft is ruining your game. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't support the mask thing, but that's my opinion. I guess I'm going to be a greasy spot on the YouTube sidewalk for saying that.
We're talking about the other lip.
One's on Michelle's head, the labia.
Yeah.
Hey, Michelle.
What?
Look at your screen. I'm smoking in your apartment like I'm homeless Mike. He's back. You miss homeless Mike, Michelle? Smoking in the apartment?
Now you have a homeless Paul.
She's sitting there, looking in the apartment.
I'm what's that? I'm panhandling Paul, Michelle.
Panhandling Paul.
Now, by the way, speaking of one thing, as people asked me, he said, are you going to consider putting your camera back in the window so we can watch the traffic? Yeah, actually, I am considering it. I got to get some RG59 coax and some BNC connectors for RG59, and then mount the camera in the window, and then using some cable staple the cables up along the trim.
Michelle, why don't you just move whatever's in front of the window and put your tripod up there like you had it before?
Because you can't, because Ed's train board takes up the whole damn...
Oh, wow. Is that big?
So just put it on the middle of the train board. Couldn't you do that?
Or just set the train board on fire?
Now, one of the things that Ed was thinking of maybe having one of his friends from Florida come rent out apartment 10. And then he was going to move in with his friend from Florida. So if he takes 10, then the train board goes to 10, and I can go ahead and I can have set my apartment back up the way we used to have it, get the couch back the way it was, get all our plushies back on the couch, reorganize things.
Look at all them plushies right there. Got my bear, got my calico cat in the background.
They're still there, but they're just like they're all scattered. It's like I gotta reorganize them.
Nice painting up there. Fuck yeah.
Why can't answer be like the rest of us and stay for the full show? Red, I can't say. He said that he had to go eat, and right now he's in pain because of removing of a cyst on his spine.
I can't imagine how much pain. I don't know. I've had 4 back surgeries.
Like getting a wart removed. Like that's why Andrew's a soy boy, is because he's gonna be laid up in bed for like a week over
unless it was
getting
attached,
a wart removed, basically.
Unless it was attached to like a nerve.
Whether it's on your spine or your penis, it's like a day recovery and you're done. You're back at it.
Not necessary. It depends on, I guess.
I don't think that's what Ed's will begin with. No. Oh, let's see. Noodles wants to come on now.
Get up here, Noodles.
All right, let's get him on the screen. Let's get him on the screen. Cursor. There you go.
Is it the real Noodles?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's the real Noodles.
Oh, yeah, there he is. That's the real one.
Hey, Noodles. Ooh, that mask looks warm.
It's kind of sound muted. I can't hear you.
You're muted, Noodles. I don't know if you know that.
We'll go rob a store?
Okay.
Oh, that looks like a nice warm mask.
Very warm.
What adventure are we on today?
Same kind of mask I got. No, except mine's blue and white.
One more time?
gonna go get a sandwich.
No, I can go get some. Okay. A little
Oh,
lunch.
something different.
Little lunch.
Yeah, it's lunchtime. Yeah.
Are you pizzaed out?
No. I go get pizza. Excuse me, sir. I'm gonna be
As
working
far
on
as
the
the
second floor.
podcast, what was the podcast you did about
Hold on,
anyway?
Michelle. Hold on,
Wait,
Michelle.
Michelle,
He's
wait.
ordering some food. 1 second.
I just want to confirm that if I come back after lunch, someone's going to let me in. Thank you. I trust you. Thank you.
I think you're good now, Michelle. Noodles, you still with us?
Well, what I asked Noodles is, what was the podcast he did about anyway?
What was your podcast about, Noodles? Michelle wants to know if you can hear us. He's traveling right now, Michelle. Maybe
He said earlier it was about sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Michelle, you have knowledge on all those subjects.
I know very little about. I know very little about the sex and the drugs. I don't even know a lot about rock and roll. Considering that's not the kind of music I normally listen to, unless it's anything that were in the 1980s.
Maybe you guys can reschedule another one.
He needs to tell me what the theme is ahead of time. Maybe I would have said yes if I knew what the theme was. And maybe. Right now he's smoking his fag.
Racist.
Smoking fags? What does that mean, Michelle?
What's good, Noodles?
Wow, hi Ben.
Sex.
Oh.
So you got a podcast going on? You want Michelle to come? Cool.
Yeah, I'm outside this flower shop in Queens.
Ah. Look at that, Michelle.
Look at all those flowers.
And Michelle will destroy them with snow.
Yeah, I see him now. Yeah. So it's like he's got some display on the outside too in the parking lot.
What?
It's too cold to have them outside.
Necrophilia. What's that?
Michelle.
Necrophilia?
What?
Yeah, look. There's some za. You want to get some za? Pizza.
Yeah.
At D'Angelo's.
Maybe tomorrow I'll go get some ABC pizza after my hair appointment.
Pizza and Heroes, Michelle.
What do you mean they had Pizza and Heroes?
Sandwiches.
Oh, grinders.
Yeah.
Oh.
Grinder. Hero sandwich.
Grinders?
That's what we call them in Connecticut. We call them grinders.
Euros are different than grinders, Michelle.
Hoagies.
Oh, he said heroes, like a hero sandwich.
Oh, heroes.
Yeah, Michelle, I went on the Grinder app once to order a sandwich, and let me tell you, there are not a lot of sandwiches on the Grinder app. Not the kind I want to get involved with. I made that mistake, fool me once.
I still would like to see where McHenry Cruiser is, but I don't know where he's not here right now. But he's listening,
I'm trying
but
to order a
he's
sandwich.
He's running, Michelle.
Come over my house and no.
I know he's jogging. I know that.
No.
See, daily deals, 2-port high-speed 4K switch for HDMI. Who cares? I don't have anything. It really uses HDMI. Yeah, it's a New England term. Yeah. I mean, just like subs or is kind of also another form of like submarine sandwiches is another term for some other parts of the country. Hoagies is another one.
Michelle, you got a lot of knowledge. I don't want to call it. You got a lot of odd knowledge. Why do they call it a submarine? Is that what they used to eat on the submarines? Is a bunch of sandwiches or something? Like, why do they call it a sub? Why is that sandwich called the sub or a submarine sandwich?
That's because
why
it looks like a submarine. That's why. It just doesn't. It just doesn't have a conning tower on it.
Fair enough.
Oh, I suppose you could make a simulated conning tower if you really wanted to, right? Stick a toothpick in with a little paper like conning tower. Put it on the top of your sub. Oh, there you go.
Why do they call it a grinder then? Why do they call it a grinder then, Michelle?
Then you put a paper prop in the back. Simulated paper fins. You can see how it looks like a submarine then.
What about a grinder, Michelle? Why do they call it a grinder? Does he just want to grind up against
probably it? Because a lot of the meat originally was ground down, like hamburger and sausage meat and things like that.
Okay. What about a hero? Why do they call it a hero?
Or like a tuna grinder. It's pretty obvious. You take tuna salad, you put it on a grinder roll.
Michelle, there's a wig shop over here.
I cannot even eat it.
See all the wigs? Look how beautiful all these wigs are, Michelle.
Wig shop. Oh.
Yeah, look
at all these beautiful wigs.
Some of those are very expensive, too.
You're going to get the Lumi wig back on. Get Lumi out.
Are those real hair wigs or those synthetic hair wigs? I don't know. Why did Bill Cosby love hoagies? I don't know. Oh, for God's sakes. I have... You know what? There's one character Michelle plays. This is kind of similar to what I look like. Michelle Marie, the character, is kind of closer to what I look like. As far as World of Warcraft lets you look like. Yeah, I know. I would eat those giant hoagies with orange soda. I think that was a Philadelphia thing. I don't really think... I don't know. What is it? What can anyone tell me about hoagies and orange soda in Philadelphia?
They lived in New York. The show took place in New York.
Right. But he was originally from Philadelphia, though.
Yeah. It's just a good combination, you know. It's like beer and pizza, orange soda and sandwich. It's just a good combination.
Right now, it'd be very difficult to get the wig on at the point. That wouldn't be impossible, but you have to go take it. It's buried bad somewhere. Yeah. It's. I'll have to find it later. So. Anyway, so when are you going to do your next podcast?
Oh, tonight I think. I'm going to. I got this editing app, so I'm gonna start. I'm just looking for another pizza place. Sorry, Michelle, but soon. Fucking man. I just want pizza. All right, fuck this. We're going back to D'Angelo's. D'Angelo's is like the worst fucking pizza ever.
Why are you getting it?
Pizza.
There's got to be at least another pizza shop around there somewhere.
Did you see that we expanded our online store now?
I'm going to take off. You guys have a good day.
It's across the highway.
Anyway, Noodles, did you see we expanded our online store yet? We have new stuff in the store. We have expanded it. You can see some of our products right there. We had that stuff. Everybody knows about that. But we've added more to that. We've added this, the mouse pad. We added this cup, and this cup.
What are those cups? Does it say MicheleMarieDalene on them or something?
These are travel mags. And this is in a coffee cup that's kind of similar to this one, but a lot cheaper for some reason. Trying to find a mug that was black to work with for the Silvermoon radio logo. It looks really smart on that too. It does.
Dude, Michelle, I don't want anything with Silvermoon radio bullshit. I want to picture your face on like a mug.
Yep. So, I don't have a mug with my face on it right now.
I want one.
But maybe I will have one in the future, so I'll work on it.
I want a hoodie with your fucking face on it. You know, Michelle, you gotta sell yourself. No offense, logos suck.
I'll have to see if I can get a photographer or somebody who's good with camera shots.
I'm pretty sure.
Do some
I'm
good
pretty sure all you need is
compositions.
Schmeckel Cat to get a good, you know.
There is a photographer in the Waiting Mills Mall, which is on Halliburton Avenue. He probably could take a picture of me, nice portrait. And
What would you have, like, would it be with you and your cat?
I'll be a lot better than trying to do a selfie, because every time I do selfies, they always come out crappy.
Why don't you do, like, it's like you sitting down and Ed standing up holding up both your cats, or all your cats.
What?
She's only got one cat, I think.
Oh.
I only got one cat left.
All right. A beer in one hand and a cat in the other.
Yeah. Well, the point is that so for tomorrow, I'm going to go to a couple different places after I get my hair done. Number one, and I don't want to hear any lip about it, I'm going to go down to Mr. Hardware Store and I'm going to buy all the angle iron brackets I want. Okay? Well, actually, some coat hooks might work too. I kind of like the utility hooks because they might be a lot easier. They look a lot more polished, especially one with nice rounded edges on them. Radius corners. Let's see what we can afford. Well, we'll see what we can get. And then I want to go, maybe like you said, grab some za and ABC pizza. Small little 12-inch one for lunch.
Sure, why don't I come up there and take you out for lunch?
Well, that'd be nice.
And when would that be?
Great. Michelle, that'd be awesome. Very kind of you, Noodles.
And when
when
did you think about coming up here?
You want me to come up there this weekend?
For Valentine's Day.
Oh. Ed might get jealous.
You could Lady in the Trampet with Noodles.
What the fuck?
Well, right now, Saturday is going to be the last warm day for the whole week. So, yeah.
I can have the owner of ABC Pizza put pedals over the floor at ABC Pizza.
Oh.
Aww.
Well, we were thinking about originally, possibly for the summer, scheduling a meetup. Maybe have ABC Pizza cater it.
Cater it? How many people are going to show up?
I wanted to try to get a meetup of all my people that can make it to visit me up there in the summertime.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's her birthday, Noodles.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
today's
tomorrow
my
is
birthday.
Lumi's
Oh, no,
birthday?
wait, tomorrow's my birthday. Tomorrow's Lumi's birthday,
birthday.
and then mine's on Sunday.
Okay.
Look at that, Michelle. Look at those pies. You getting wet?
So that's Lumi's birthday's tomorrow, not mine. It doesn't matter, though. Either way, it'll be a combined birthday, so I would love to get an ice cream cake. Well, you can buy some ice cream cake on Food Stampies.
Well, if Noodles comes up, maybe he can bring an ice cream cake.
It would be kind of melted
Noodles
by the time it comes all the way up here
his
from New
entire bank
Jersey.
account and come visit.
No, I can bring an ice cream cake.
What would you say about going back
more noodles? That you're just touching the surface right here with this.
What do you mean by touching this? What are you talking about?
What kind of ice cream cake would you like, Michelle? Do you just want a vanilla one or
Vanilla chocolate with the little crunchy thingies in it.
cookie?
So you want like
pretty
one of
much
those
standard fare ice cream cake.
Like the Carvel ice cream cake.
Carvel, right?
You know, they've gotten really shitty. I bought one actually not that long ago, and it just tastes fake as hell. They've gone way downhill.
Oh, then what about Baskin Robbins ice cream cake? I don't know if they have.
Do you have one near you?
No, there's no Carvel near me, but there's they sell the ice cream cakes down here. But yeah, there's no Carvel in sight down here. Just the cakes that they must.
I sell them in Stop and Shop. The Carvel.
We get ours from Cold Stone Creamery. They have some pretty good ice cream.
Cold Stone's way better.
I don't think we have a Cold Stone Creamery. I don't think we have one in Torrington anymore. We used to have a Cold Stone, but I think they closed about 10 years ago. That way I'd give Michelle a chance to complain about how she needs the Danish oil to prevent rusting. What are you talking about? For my sword? Let's see. Use aluminium. Right. Well, I suspect that whatever the hooks come in, I'm also got to look at the price tag, because I mean, yeah, aluminium hooks are fine. And like I said, right now it's just a proof of concept, and I think for some people it could be a real asset. And what you could also do is you could use that on a low tier shelf. You could use that to sit down on too. It'd be a little thicker than a 3/16 or 5/16 inch medium density fiberboard if I sat on that. Yeah. Somebody's going down! Bam!
Yeah, motherfucker, going down.
Wait a minute, we just had a Richter 3.1! What happened? Michelle hit the ass on the sidewalk.
Oh, Amy's talking shit. Well, what else is new?
No, I wasn't gonna use sheetrock screws originally. That was my goal, was gonna use stainless steel screws.
Lumi, stop trying to act all nice now. It's not gonna work. We saw your true colors yet again.
It's a proof of concept because some people might actually want to buy that. You guys think about that for a minute. Because some people are looking at other ways they can use their walkers, especially if they can't drive. They're like, oh, I gotta have groceries. Well, I can't get you more than a bag of groceries on it, but at least you'd be able to put a bag of groceries on it. Yeah. Unless you want to try to put a huge giant honking basket on it. Well, talk about something that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Big giant basket doesn't sound like a good idea. Yeah, because it'll be just like we see in the Flintstone when Fred Flintstone gets on a big piece of steak hanging on the side of his car. It's going to tip over. Bam! With you in it. I wouldn't use sheetrock screws anyway. Sheetrock screws are rusty. And originally I was going to use stainless steel carriage bolts, but that's a bit much. So, but even then, a lot of those carriage bolts don't really have a wrench inhibitor. No, yeah, that's true. They don't. But yeah, sheetrock screws would be a mistake. I wouldn't do that. I mean, sure, maybe for if I was gonna do what I originally was gonna do and make it with wooden side pieces instead, then maybe I would just put some carpenter's glue on it, on a 1x12 piece, glue it and screw it, and then that would be more permanent. The glue, and then stain it or paint it. Paint it black, just like the Rolling Stones sing. Yeah, paint the shelf black. Well, you know what? Actually, there is no reason why you couldn't put a motorized assist motor on it, except the problem is that you're likely to end up be left in the dust while your walker is basically going at 20 miles an hour and you can't even catch up with it. So I think a motor would be a bad idea, but for that, you might as well just buy a regular Rascal scooter or something like that, or just pick a regular two-wheel scooter up. Yeah. Two-wheel scooter, and then just, but then you won't have a basket on it, but you can get a seat on it. Yeah. But mobility scooters are like $700. I can probably get them. My doctor doesn't think he wants me to have one because he thinks I'll be more lazy than ever. Which I can see his point. But he's also, like Ed pointed out, is where would you store it? That's a good question, Ed. I don't know. Look how much the downstairs rusted my trike out. Thanks, Ryan. I try to be creative. I mean, some people like to make fun of the way I see the world, but I've always been taught to think outside the box. So, it's not even that expensive to do. And sometimes, like I said, I've seen a lot of simple ideas that turn out to be invaluable for people with disabilities. And I've seen some really, really elaborate ones that just don't actually go anywhere. So for me, I try to find something that's going to be meets my needs, is relatively easy to make, could solve a lot of needs for people with disabilities. And
needs.
Heck, given what material we're talking about, if you had like a small, all you need is a small table saw. I'm talking about for long-term projects. I'm talking about if you want to make this thing on a regular thing for people. All you need is a small wood shop, a table saw, some polyurethane, some stain. You can make nice little shelves, wood grain, pine shelves that go on the walker. You can sell for maybe like $20, $30. That people might actually want to buy them because they're looking for something that's going to look really nice. People like nice stuff. And if you see it says made in Pride in USA, they're probably going to be more excited about it than if you buy something that's made in Chinky Town. That's what I'm thinking, is something that will make people happy, give them a sense of ability to do more things. Hell, I wouldn't be just a maker, I would be the consumer too. So obviously I would certainly be testing my own products. See, does this work for me, or is this a giant dud? That's what I'm going to do. And I think Leo understands that. We talk about doctors, we talk about physical therapy and things like that. But I think the most important thing is get out and play for an hour a day. So if you can get out there and start walking, get your weight off, do something with your life. Okay? Be creative. There's nothing wrong with that. Physical therapy is fine, but make sure that the physical therapist is going to say the same thing. You need to get out there. You need to walk around. You need to get your weight off. You need to get to your doctor about getting you on a weight loss medication that's going to work. We're going to need to cut you open. We're going to scoop all the fat out and throw it in the garbage can. Well, why are we going to throw it in the garbage can? Why don't you turn it into biodiesel and then burn it in the car? After all, there's a lot of years of precious energy resources there. Human fat has almost as many kilocalories energy as gasoline does. 1 pound of fat has got about as many kilocalories of energy as gasoline in a 1 gallon size. That's a lot of energy. Hell, you can even probably use it as heating oil. That sounds like a good idea. Hey, Jimmy, you're a little low on heating oil? Yeah, well, here's a whole 5 gallons of my fat for you. Put that in your oil tank. Give you heat for about a week. Well, not quite a week, but A couple hours. Here today, burn tomorrow. That's actually a pretty cool idea. Yeah, Noodles obviously had a problem with the internet link. But, alright, guys, it is time to go and do things. So, everybody, I want you to have a nice day. I'm just going to drop the panel off for now. And let's drop them off here. Where is my cursor? Well, remember, there's another thing we should try to do is find out when are you going to get a replacement eye doctor? Because Randy Kincaid retired. That's a good question. I don't know either. That's a great question, though. So anyway, here's the main story. Check out the online store. I'm going to be adding more products to the store as we go. So if you guys want anything in the store that you think is going to sell, I know what you guys said about what I look like and all that. Well, what the hell did you click on that? That totally fucks it up. Yeah. Yeah, you stupid son of a... Oh, I got it. Alright, that's good. Alright, so if some reason Michelle shrunk her screen too much. Yeah, shut my screen. Actually stretched it the 7th way to Sunday. I think I got cat hair in my mouse middle again. Oh. Let me check. Yep. Stupid cat. Alright, now he's laying with Ed right now, so. He's just chilling out with Ed. Just chilling like a felon. So check out the online store here, guys. We have a lot of new stuff. We got hats. I had a hat. I took it out, but so we'll be adding new stuff to the store. Yep. All right, guys. Bye-bye.